Hey guys, it's Lori reporting today on round 5, VLCD 12 and 13. Kind of skipped out on you guys yesterday. Sorry about that, but I was just too tired yesterday to do anything. I was exhausted. I worked my butt off all day, and it was hard to do because I had no energy yesterday. It was one of those days. I just wasn't there. So I feel good today, though. Um, Okay, so first I'm going to give you my stats, then I'm going to give you some deets, then I'm going to do some rambling. So just so you know, if you don't want to watch the whole thing, I don't know how long it's going to be, but I got some talking I want to do. So anyhow, I know some of us actually have lives. Might not want to sit around and watch a long vlog. Anyway, made a bunch of notes. But yesterday, I just didn't have any energy. I even took a nap. I got home and I was sitting around for a couple hours, and then John took off somewhere, and the boys were gone. It's like, oh my God, I'm just so tired. So I actually went to bed and took a nap for 2.5 hours. That's really unlike me, but I was exhausted. So, anywho, on with the stats. That was kind of like deets first, wasn't it? Well, anyway, stats. Okay. Yesterday was VLCD 12, and my weight was 122.8, which was a 1 pound drop yesterday. Today, VLCD 13, 122.2. So I'm down 0.6 today. My ketones are between trace and small today. My round total, if you count my load weight, it's 14.8 on day 13. That's phenomenal. Or if you count my preloading weight, it's 9.8. And that's still pretty doggone good. That's still 0.8 a day. So, yeah. I checked the Omron today, and it's at 24.4% body fat, which is down 3.2% from VLCD 1. So from my preload weight, I'm down a total of 9.8, and 8.0 pounds of that is fat, pure fat. I think that's excellent. I couldn't be happier about that. Just couldn't be happier. I did a little bit of comparison with my last round. Did some calculations, and from my last round to this round, I have gained 1.6 pounds of lean mass, according to my Omron, from last round to this round. So that's not phenomenal, but that's okay. I haven't been like hitting the weights hard or anything, so most of my exercise that I've been doing has been cardio. So I'm good with that. Well, I just want to make it clear too that the reason I'm doing this round is to properly stabilize. I admit I was kind of going off the rails a little, well, far too often there at the end of my P4, P3, P4, whatever you want to call it, from my last round, and I didn't stabilize properly. First of all, I wasn't completely popped last round. I didn't necessarily cheat, but I was mop. And second, I screwed up my 72 hours. I binged during my 72 hours. So I just feel like that screwed up my stabilization, and I feel like that's why I gained everything back so easily. Anyway, I'm not just doing this round to reset my hypothalamus. I'm not just doing it to reset my metabolism. I'm doing it to reset my mindset. So, and that part's working for sure. My tag's sticking out. I can see it. Isn't it? I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Whatever. I thought I saw my tag sticking out. I think it's just my shirt. Anyway, sorry. All right, so I already had notes written down, and this is one of the things I had written down to mention. And then Elena Marie came on and commented on like my last video, or maybe the one before, on this very thing that I was going to talk about. I'm having superb releases. Like, I think they're extraordinary, really. And it could be that it's because I'm really losing this fat. This isn't virgin fat that I'm losing. So, like for those of you who may not be getting, like the results that you want on the scale, or, maybe you're a little slower going than last round, or, you know, a little less than you hope to see on the scale. Well, you know, maybe that's because it's virgin fat. And I guarantee you something is happening. Even if you're not seeing it on the scale, seeing those numbers, I guarantee you something's happening. So, I mean, you're reshaping, you're resetting. You're going to notice it in P3. Trust me. So you just wait. Be patient with your body. Be patient and, you know, use the scale. Sorry, I got to get comfortable here. Use the scale as a tool, okay? You know, don't live by it. So I'm just saying something's happening. I guarantee it. There was a little something I wanted to talk about. I had said in my last vlog that there was something else I wanted to talk about, but it was getting too long, so I was going to talk about it in my next vlog. Well, I worked for a lady on Monday that she was home. She had taken her little 1-year-old boy to the doctor that morning, and so she was home with him. He wasn't sick or anything. It was some kind of checkup. Well, you're up early. He's going to go back to bed. Anyway, they were home, and she said, oh, I was going to take him to the zoo, but I decided to come home and we're going to play in the sprinkler instead. So she put on her bikini, and he put his little swimming trunks on, and they went outside, and she played in the sprinkler with him. And, you know, she's recently divorced, and her husband had taken on a mistress, so she divorced him, obviously. And, you know, she was pregnant when he took on his mistress, and she's like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. You know, why would he take our sex life was great, everything was great. You know, I wasn't one of those tired, fat, you know, pregnant women. I was a sexy pregnant woman, you know. And the reason I'm telling you that is just to tell you that, you know, she's got confidence in herself, but yet she doesn't walk around with a big head or anything, but she has confidence. You know, she's just an average looking person. She has confidence. She's average sized. You know, she did take off her pregnancy weight. She was doing Weight Watchers, and she took off her weight, and she feels good. She feels confident. She's not, you know, she doesn't look like a model or anything, but she's average, definitely in a healthy weight range. I wouldn't even venture to guess what her weight is. It doesn't matter. She looks good. And she put that bikini on and she went outside. And I'm watching the windows, and I'm just looking at her out there playing with her little boy. And she just, you know, I mean, she's got a little bit of a belly. She's got some little bit in her hips. She's got a butt. Not a lot, but, you know, and I'm sure if she sat down, she'd have the role. But she walked around with such confidence that it just made all the difference in the world. You know, it made her look better. Does that make sense? She just had a lot of confidence. So, I just wanted to mention that. She just, you know, I saw her out the window, and I was thinking, you know, she just looks good, really good. She's not, you know, critical of herself. You can tell. She just felt good, and it made her look better. So I guess confidence means a lot. So anyway, my neighbor lady is still at it. She's still at it. This is an adult woman. She's like 40 years old. Okay, my boys were outside yesterday, or maybe it was the day before. It was yesterday, playing football on the sidewalk. They were just tossing the football back and forth to each other on the sidewalk. And she yelled at him. She yells, "Hey, I think that's my sidewalk, and you need to get off it." Well, Chase just said to Brennan, it's a public sidewalk, and they kept on playing, and she came out with her video camera and videotaped them. It's like, are you kidding me? Seriously? So then last night, Chase went out to the garage and out back, and they were all sitting out back. The mom, the dad, the daughter, and the little granddaughter that's 11, and the two girls were playing Frisbee, and the Frisbee landed like about on the property line. So the one girl says to the other, "Oh, hurry up and get it before Chase gets it and steals it and tries to say it's his." You know, just that kind of stuff. Then, so he goes out in the garage a few minutes, and then he felt uncomfortable, and he came inside, and the dad yelled something, said something. He doesn't know what he said, but then he says, "Hey, boy, hey." And so Chase just kind of ignored him and walked inside. But it's like, I had just been outside. I had just come in from watering all my plants and flowers and all that, you know, and it's like they didn't say anything to me. They're just sitting out back drinking beer like they always do as usual. Seriously, they do that every day. And they don't just drink a little bit, they drink a lot of beer. But anyway, whatever, that's on them. But I mean, now they're just getting to the point where, you know, John's even getting kind of ticked off now because they're just like harassing the boys. And it's ridiculous. So anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd fill you in on my neighbor drama. So, all right, well, I won't keep you any longer, but I am going to come back and do another little video. All right, see ya.